So lads, the trailer for Predator, Killer of Killers dropped, and it's the most sexy thing I've ever fucking seen. I can say with 100% confidence, I am more excited for this than I am for Predator Badlands. It could be that a lot of the info that was dropped about Badlands at CinemaCon was really fucking silly and bizarre and not that flattering. I'll wait with bated breath. I'm not going to condemn the movie just on a couple of leaks and hearsay from the convention, but I do have to say that this flick, Predator Killer of Killers, looks fucking gorgeous. I love my historical based Predator stories, and we are getting 3. Yes, this is an anthology, and the 3 time periods are the Norse Viking Age, Edo era Japan, and World War II, specifically the Pacific Theatre of Operations. Am I a bit bummed that this isn't live action? Yeah, but at the same time, I do understand that making a period piece is not an inexpensive endeavour. I think Prey was the exception to the rule because it was set in a pre-colonial time, and a majority of the setting was essentially wilderness. You didn't have to build super elaborate sets or historical buildings, you just went out there and shot it in a forest with native extras. Also, the other upside to it being an animation is you can do anything because the sky's the limit, literally. Yeah, in one of the segments, we're getting a Yautja version of the Red Baron. That's fucking awesome, and I'll get back to that. The Third Floor production company is the animation team behind it, and their stuff looks absolutely exquisite. Very reminiscent of the likes of Arcane, Blue-Eyed Samurai, and Across the Spider-Verse. This kind of 2D, 3D hybrid, and yeah, it looks so fluid, and you wouldn't think it initially, but the style actually does suit telling a Predator story. And yeah, again, I am super hyped for this movie. Other cool aspects about this is the voice cast. Not only are we getting Michael Biehn, aka Hicks from Aliens, doing a voice in this movie, we're also getting Louis Ozawa. Yes, Hanzo from 2010's Predators is going to be doing a voice. Now, I was discussing this with Eric, and I was theorizing that he could possibly be an ancestor to Hanzo. And of course, you know, we debated back and forth because a lot of people threw out ideas that like Naru might have been Billy's ancestor, which in retrospect is somewhat offensive, you know, like, oh, she's native, he's native. Yeah, you're clutching at straws with that. But in Ozawa's case, why bring him back? Why bring back an actor who was actually already in the franchise if you're not going to utilize that connection? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably dead fucking wrong. He may not even be in the samurai section, but I just can't see Dan Trachtenberg bringing him back and not utilizing the fact he was already featured in a prior movie. The other thing I'm loving is Third Floor Productions' design of the Yautja themselves. They're no strangers to character design. They've done cinematics for a video game called Warframe, and yeah, they can do kick-ass character design from what I've seen in the cinematics of that game. And they have definitely not skimped with the design of the Predators in this movie. We're getting 3 different stories set in 3 different time periods, but I think we may be getting actually 2 Yautjas for the Edo era period. One of the Edo era hunters is slender and seems to be adorned in some form of samurai armor, while there's a much bigger, bulkier fucker, and he seems to be wearing an Oni mask or an Oni helmet when he uncloaks. And yeah, I'm just wondering, is it maybe 2 brothers? Because that story itself features 2 samurai brothers at odds with each other. And I'm just wondering, are they going to try and do a parallel between these brothers and these 2 Yautja? Again, guys, I could be way off the mark. I've watched this trailer a couple of times, but I've gotten so fucking giddy watching it that I could be way off the mark, and I'm hyping this up to levels and making up my own fucking story in my head. But again, I am fucking hyped for this. And the other reason I'm hyped for this is because we're getting a Predator flying ace. In all my years, it never would have fucking dawned on me to have a Predator in a dogfight. I'm so used to a Predator hunting one-on-one on foot, hunting humans on foot. It never even fucking occurred to me that there could be like a Red Baron Predator out there who's going after World War II Spitfires and Japanese Zeros. And his design is completely original. NECA better make a fucking figure of this dude. He has no dreadlocks. Maybe he removed the dreadlocks for maneuverability in the cockpit, or like in expanded media, the dreadlocks are sometimes used as sensory organs, and this guy needs to keep all his focus on what's in front of him. Hence that weird looking fucking eye patch. I'm wondering, is it some kind of prosthetic eyepiece to enhance his aiming capabilities in a really brutal dogfight? Regardless, the design looks absolutely fucking amazing. And again, NECA, if you're listening, make a figure of this guy. The one I'm least excited for is the Viking one, but that isn't me saying it's going to be shit. Yeah, it'll probably be a kick-ass story. It's just I've read stories where Predators have gone up against Vikings and they tend to follow the predictable Viking trope beat for beat. That said though, this'll be cool. We'll finally get a cinematic look at Norse warriors taking on Predators. And how the fuck could you not love that? So guys, if you haven't guessed it already, I am fucking hyped for this movie. But what about you? Are you hyped? What did you think of the trailer? Let me know in the comments below. My name's Martin, this has been the Trash Picture Show, and yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.